Welcome to this introduction to communication skills. I believe if you are a student and communication skills is one of the courses that you are doing, the information that I'm going to share with you here will help you. So this is just an introductory part that we are going to do in this video. And without wasting much of your time, let's get into it. So here are the learning outcomes, things that you can expect to learn by the end of the lesson. Learners should be able to define communication, explain the importance of communication, and then identify the elements of communication. So by the time we are going to finish this video, this session, I believe it will be the series of videos. You should be able to to define communication, explain the importance of communication, and identify the elements of communication. Let's get into it. So, what is communication? So when you want to understand what communication is, you have to first understand the origin of the word communication. You need to study the root of the word. So communication comes from a Latin word, derived from the Latin word which is communicare. Communicare simply means, it literally means to share or to make common. So this is when you communicare means to share or to make something common to the public. So for example, if you have an idea in your mind, that idea is private to you. You are the only one who knows what you are thinking. But the moment you share it, you voice it out to someone, then you have shared. The moment you voice that maybe to the public, that you have communicated. That's what the word communicare means, to make public. So you are making public what is within your mind, what you are thinking. That's what communicare is. So this concept, when we communicate, we are not just talking, we are trying to create a common understanding between ourselves and others. So what this simply means is that in communication, as you are communicating, you are not just you're not just talking. It's not a matter of talking. You are trying to create a common understanding between you and others. So what you know, what you are thinking, you are trying to create that common understanding. Even the people you are talking to, even the people you are sharing with, they have the same understanding. That's what the root word of communication means. You are trying to create a common understanding. I hope that makes sense to you. Then, therefore, because of this, communication can be defined as the process of communication is the process of exchanging information, ideas, thoughts, or feelings between two or more people. It's the process. When we talk about process, we are talking about series of steps. We are not talking about a one action thing. We are talking about series of steps. So communication is the process of exchanging information, ideas, thoughts, or feelings between two or more people. The process of you exchanging your thoughts, your ideas, information, opinions, it can even be feelings between two or more people. That's what we are calling communication. That's what communication is. So communication is the process. Another definition is that communication is the process of transmitting and sharing messages. It's the process of transmitting and sharing messages, ideas, opinions, information, instructions, feedback between people. It involves both speaking and listening, as well as the use of words, sentences, and other symbols to convey meaning. So you are trying to convey meaning, to communicate meanings. It involves both speaking and listening. So communication is not just you talking, but it involves both speaking and listening. Lastly, in this video, then the goal of communication is not just sending the message, it's ensuring the receiver understands the message exactly as the sender intended. What we are saying here is that it's not just sending a message. Communication is not just about you sending a message. It's about making sure those who are receiving the message, they have understood the message according to how you intended it to be understood. You want the receiver to understand the message according to how you intended the message to mean, not where you send a message and they misunderstand it, misinterpret it. They understand it in a different way, not according to how you intended. Then there is a miscommunication. Communication, you want to make sure what we consider success in communication is when the receiver understands the message exactly as the sender intended. In simple terms, communication is the mutual exchange of information and understanding using any effective means. The mutual exchange of information and understanding. So it's mutual, it's not a one-way thing, it's a dialogue. It's a mutual exchange of information and understanding using any effective means. So that's the definition of communication, what communication is. In the next video, we are going to talk about the importance of communication. See you in the next one.